see you once again. You're welcome to 700 Great Foundation. My name is Peace. This is where we bring happiness to your face. On today's program, we'll be looking at the relevance of faith and charity. And before we move deep into it, let's go for a short time out. We'll be right back.
Your happiness brings us joy. All courtesy to 700 people. We find
báwo lè ní ìdẹ́ra fún tiwa fún wa ṣé ẹ ti retí wa tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ ti retí wa tẹ́lẹ̀ a dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ báyìí kí nìkan tẹ́ ní fún wa. àmín 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 ó yẹ bí ẹ bá wa gba ẹ̀mí tí a ń fún wa kó.
Welcome back. You're still watching 700 Great Foundation. This is where we find happiness in the happiness of others. This is a series that we do on a weekly basis. And for those of us that have been enjoying this program, we really appreciate you. Don't forget to like us on our social handle, YouTube. Don't forget to put your comment, like us, subscribe, share on Facebook too. And we also expect your support for this great foundation. You can contact us on the email 700greatfoundation@gmail.com. And like I said, it's me in the studio today to do justice to the topic of today is
Baby Janet.
I'm Olukarode.
Yes, like I said earlier on, I said we are looking at the relevance of faith and charity. Okay, now my question, let's start by asking ourselves this question, that what is the usefulness of faith as an individual and as a body? Is there anything, how can it be useful? Let me use that word.
Now, Bible has given us a very clear and concise definition about faith. It's substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. That is something that actually connects us to our God. Now, I say something now. I don't have the answer or the evidence for it, but I believe in the word of God and I believe in his promise that thing will come to pass. That is what we call faith. I don't have evidence for my claim, but I believe that believe in the word of God and his promises. So faith is actually a connection between us and our maker. So it helps to give direction, it helps to give purpose. So it also very important, vital tools to our prayers. Also, it fuel our services. Because if you don't have faith in God, you cannot do charity, as we have just connected marriage to work together, faith and charity.
Okay, all right. I think I will ask you a question from your definition.
Yes, in addition to what he said, faith gives meaning, direction, and resilience, even though it cannot be seen. It anchors a person amid uncertainty. It allows one to trust in God's characters and promises beyond present circumstances. Looking at Hebrew 11 verse 1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And as a body, faith unites believers around a shared trust in God and his word. It creates fellowship, encouragement, collective prayers, worship, and services. It binds diverse people into one spiritual family with a common mission and value.
Wow. I love that. I really love that. Okay. Now, he said faith unites believers.
Yes.
Now, this does not necessarily mean a particular religion.
Exactly.
As long as you believe
as long as you believe
that these things will happen,
exactly,
and it will happen.
exactly.
Okay. Now, I'm coming back to you, Kyle. You said in your own definition of faith that is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now, I will ask you that why is it substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen? Because I believe faith is an abstract. It's not something you can hold, or it's not something you can see. So can you just shed more light on that?
Okay, thank you. Let me just say that the world we live in is beyond the physical.
Right.
Now, if everything that resonates about a Christian is physical. It might not make too it might not make too much sense. Now, to connect with God that you have not seen, it's beyond physical, it's spiritual. So faith is like a lifeline for all believers. And let me give you an example. Like, if you watch this film about these Nigerian films, you see an herbalist putting on different kind of charms on his body. Now, he's putting on all those things. Some will be in his bag, some will be in his head, some will be tied around his waist. And he's putting on things like that just because he believes in them. And without them, he might be nothing. Now, but for us that we are Christian, faith is what we believe in that connect us to our God. And without faith, I cannot ask God for something. I will not have the confidence to ask God for something. Without faith, I will not trust in God for His word, trust God for His word. Without faith, I will not be able to even tell people about God. So that's why faith is very, very important, and it's something that we need to have as a Christian.
Wow. Now you emphasize on a Christian. Is the only Christian that you have faith?
I would say that normally, faith in God is for Christians, because if you don't believe in God, automatically you believe in something else.
Okay.
So for a Christian, it is with faith. Without faith, no one can please God. No one can even see God. We can't connect to God. So faith is very important. It's what connects us to God as a Christian.
All right. All right. I think I've noted what I wanted. I don't know if Janet has something to say about that.
Yes, in addition to what he said as that faith gives substance to hope. You know, it empowers one to live with conviction and purpose, even when what you are hoping for, looking forward to get, have not been answered or exactly. So that's all I.
Wow. All right. I'm putting down my notes, and I believe you're also putting down your notes. Okay. Now let's move to the next question, because we talk about faith and charity. Okay, and charity could mean love. Charity could mean just showing kindness. It could mean different things to different people. I want to ask that, is charity a different aspect of faith?
Uh, they are they are very important words that are connected to each other. One,
Okay.
the two of them are connected to each other. Now we have divine faith as our trusting God for who He is, even if we have not seen Him. Now, faith is a natural expression for charity. Is a natural expression for genuine faith in God. Now, because now, if you don't have faith, if you don't have faith in God, if you don't trust God for His word, you will not believe His command that says you should go out and help the needy and give to people. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you don't trust God enough for His word, now, because both of them are actually connected together. So charity flow where there is faith, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that. Charity flows where there is faith.
Yes.
Yes, Juliet, you have.
Yes. Charity often understood as love in the biblical sense, from the Greek agape,
Okay.
is deeply connected to faith, but not the same. Faith is to believe, while hope is to wait. And charity means love and act of love. And according to 1 Corinthians 13, verse 13, now abide faith, hope, love. These three, but the greatest of this is love. Charity is faith in action. It is how faith expresses itself in tangible care for others. And faith without charity is incomplete.
Wow. Faith without charity
Is
is
incomplete.
incomplete.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to believe you're picking our own notes. You are putting down something, because I have actually jotted down some things here, which serve as a reminder to me, which also boosts my understanding of the word love, charity, and faith. At this moment, we would love to go for a short timeout. Stay tuned. Oda Mama. láti iléeṣẹ́ yẹn ohun tán ní kí a fún yín ní 700 great foundation. Ó yá ẹ tẹ́wọ́ gbà eléyìí la ní kẹ́ gbà ẹ fọwọ́ tẹ́ǹdì.
Ẹ gbórí díẹ̀ sí yìí ó ẹ mọ̀ pé agolo ni. Let me help you please.
Ó yá kárí dàmà. Ó yá màmá ẹ súnmọ́ wá ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ fi ní.
Ọ̀pọ̀ Jésù ẹ̀mí gígùn lẹ́ẹ̀mẹsẹ̀.
Àmín.
Ẹ̀ẹ́dì gíga lọ́wọ́ òmù yẹn lọ.
Àmín Jésù.
Aláàánú ọ̀wá yín rí.
Àmín.
Olórí ọ̀wá yín rí. Olùrànlọ́wọ́ ọ̀wá yín rí. Ẹ tó tó ń bọ̀wọ̀ fáyé yín fẹ́ fi gbọ̀ bí gíga. Ọ̀wọ́ yóò gbélé yín.
Àmín Jésù.
Ọ̀wọ́n pàgòrán yín hàn ó. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó rí. Jésù Olúwa wa.
Welcome back. Thanks for watching us. You are still watching 700 Grace Foundation, and we'll be talking about relevance of faith and charity. And we've mentioned some points which at the end of this series will highlight to us. In continuation of enlightenment, sharing more light on our topic, said we've mentioned faith, we've given the definition, we've talked about charity being an aspect of faith. Now my next question is who needs faith? Who needs charity?
It's everyone.
Okay.
It's everyone that needs faith and charity, whether you are a religious person or not. Human lives by some form of faith, trusting in science, relationship, goals, and so on. But Christian faith is unique because it is faith in living God who transforms the heart. Charity, love is also a universal need. We are made for relationship. Without love, life becomes hollow. And so both faith and charity are foundational to a meaningful purpose in life.
Okay.
It's a meaningful purpose in life.
Everyone needs it, and both are foundation for a meaningful purpose of life. Okay. I want to know if they have something to say about that.
Yeah. We have agreed that faith and charity are very vital tools that Christian needs.
Okay.
Now, I will just put it like this. Now, faith and charity are very, very important, and they are something that we actually need now. But I will put it in three phases. Now, the first one, for a believer. Now, a believer needs faith to be able to continue his work with God, and also needs to apply charity to be able to reflect the love of Christ, to be able to show that, okay, I'm a carrier of what? Of Christ. So that's for a believer. Now, an unbeliever needs faith to what? To receive salvation, while he needs to be shown charity to believe in what? In God. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So it's in different phases. And the way faith, we all need faith. We all need to apply faith or to walk in faith. Maybe at some points in our life, but it's in different phases. For a believer, we need it to be able to walk with God. For an unbeliever, we need faith to receive salvation. And an unbeliever also needs charity. We need to be shown charity to experience God's love. Now, everybody needs faith. The heartbroken, the people that are passing through, the needy, the less privileged. Everybody needs faith now, generally now.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you really hinted it that everybody needs faith, everybody needs charity, and you've even given us emphasis that it is to connect us to God and to do the work of God. Okay. Now, I want to ask, even with your explanation, let me accept it. But for the purpose of those that are just joining us, who might have missed out on some of the points that you've mentioned earlier, as a Christian, who is actually worthy to receive faith or charity? As a Christian, you're a Christian. You've been taught this word. You understand it. But is there a special, a kind of a set of people, a particular people that need it more or less?
Okay. I would say that faith is actually a free gift from
Gift,
God.
okay.
God has given us the gift, the grace to make choices.
Okay.
Now, so it's left for an individual to,
Okay.
to make their choice. But I would say charity is as a result of what? Is a grace that's given to us through our faith. So that's just what I want to say.
All right. Thank you so much.
You know, no one is worthy in themselves, but the beauty of the gospel
Okay.
is faith and charity. And faith and charity are gifts, not a reward. Even if you have a good behavior or not have a good behavior, it's not linked to it. And so everyone is invited, no matter their past. The only requirement is humility
Okay.
and willingness to yes.
I love this. Like when you talk about the free will,
Exactly.
I like it because I could recall when we look at the creation story, God gave us free will.
Exactly.
He gave man, name these animals. Whatever name he calls them, that's the name we
Exactly.
call them up to today. So I really love that. Thank you so much. Before we wrap it up on today's discussion, I wouldn't know if you have any suggestion because we'll be talking about Christian believers. And I'm very sure that there are going to be some people out there who did not believe. They are not religious person. They are not religious person. They don't believe in anything. You tell them there is God, they will tell you there is no God. You tell them, oh, I believe this thing can work. They will tell you this thing can't work. The doubting Thomases out there. Do we have any suggestion for them?
Yeah, I'll say that now. The Bible says that you have faith, you can move mountains.
Mountain.
Now, I'll say number one, faith is not something that you just have and you have it all in one day. It requires for you to take a step. And by the time you take that step, you begin to believe and you begin to grow. And what you actually need is trusting God for what He can do. By what? Studying the Bible and what? Moving closer to God and praying also. So with that, your faith will continue to grow. So faith is not something that we just have in the day. And also, the grace to show love, like the time of charity that we are talking about.
Okay.
It's not just something that you just start doing, and it's not because it's not convenient to take from my hard-earned money
Okay.
and give it to someone who I don't know. Now, it's not something that is convenient. It takes time and understanding and work with God.
It's
Before
a
you can
sacrifice.
work- yeah, it's a sacrifice.
Yes.
Okay.
Before you can begin to work in the reality of this. So, thank you.
I love that.
And to buttress what he said,
Okay.
I would say that I only have 3 points.
Okay,
The
let's
first one is to begin by being opened to the possibility that there is more of life than the visible. And secondly, to observe people of faith, spend time with someone whose life reflects grace and peace. Often, seeing faith in action is more powerful than hearing about it. And thirdly, faith is not blindness. It's a trust in something deeper than what eyes can see.
Wow.
Charity is the overflow of that trust and the journey toward both start and a heart that is willing to believe.
Yes, I believe we've all heard it. If you are joining us maybe on this lecture part, you've heard that charity is the overflow of the trust that we have in God or in person. Okay, let's go for a short time out. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. Welcome back. You're still watching 700 Great Foundation. Yes, this is where we'll be discussing on faith, relevance of faith and charity to the Christian body. Well, my colleague here have really done justice to it, and for the purpose of those who are joining us on this latter part, I'll just briefly hint us some of the points that I jotted down for your own consumption. Okay, now we talked about faith. It said faith unite believers. That it does not matter your religion, it does not matter where, as long as you believe. Faith unites believer. Faith is a lifeline for believers. Okay, just like we have a lifeline, those people that are on ship, lifeboat, this is a lifeline. You can't be a Christian, you can't be a believer and not have a lifeline. Okay, just like an anchor. Now, I also say faith connects us to God. When you believe in something, when you have faith in someone, you will be connected. Okay, just like a man and a woman. Okay, now it is a trusting God for who He is. Now, I also talked about charity on its own aspect and said charity is trusting God. This is trusting God, and you can't trust God if you don't have an heart of love. If you don't love your partner, he said it flows from where there is love. Charity flows from where there is love. It is an act of love. You don't love somebody, there's no how you're going to, extend an act of kindness to such person. And we're also talking about who needs faith. I say everyone needs faith. Everyone needs charity. Your status has no meaning. Your height, your color, your complexion, your religion, your background has no meaning. Everyone, irrespective of where you come from, needs faith and charity. Now, I also talked about that in a nutshell. It said faith is a free will, while charity is the grace to receive the free will. And for me to wrap it up with us today, and from what my colleague have said, he said you should be open. One needs to be open, one needs to be willing, one needs to trust, to put all these things together. So if you are doubting Thomas, all you need to do is just have faith. Wherever status you have, be you a pastor, be you a deacon, be you a father, be you a mother, be you a child, a brother, a sister, whatever position you find yourself, all you need to do is believe strongly. To do is believe strongly. Hold on to that. Trust what you believe in strong, as long as it is in line with God. My name remains Peace Godwin, and until next time when we shall see again, I wish you be blessed.
Okay, thank you very much for staying tuned. I mean, look at it.
See you soon on this channel. I remain Atoyebi Janet. Thank you.